Jeremy Corbyn was in Keswick today, but he was supposed to be in the rather more exotic Ghana next week on an official visit. That's been cancelled because instead he wants parliamentarians to come together and have an emergency summit to avert a no-deal Brexit. He's written to party leaders, inviting them to meet within days.
All of the opposition parties will be there and we'll discuss the process by which we'll put forward a motion of no confidence, and others will bring up other suggestions, including the legislative proposal. But we'll be having a serious discussion next week.
This builds on Corbyn's overtures last week, where he asked other parties to vote against Boris Johnson in a motion of no confidence and install him as Prime Minister to extend Article 50 and have an election. Lib Dem leader Jo Swinson described it as a nonsense. Her party says she will attend, but they're still sceptical.
I hope that Jeremy Corbyn, if he realises, and certainly the numbers are against him already, that he could not form that coalition government or that alternative government, that he'd be willing to allow someone else to step in.
Indeed, no sooner had the proposal been put out than it had been rejected by independent MP and former Tory Nick Bowles, writing to Corbyn, "I do not believe that your proposal is workable. I, for one, will not support a motion of no confidence while the Johnson government continues to pursue a Brexit deal that might deliver an orderly Brexit from the EU. Nor would I be able to support any government in which you were Prime Minister, however temporary its mandate." Several other MPs sitting on the opposition benches have said the same. Some have suggested that Corbyn cannot even command MPs on the Labour benches. Indeed, there are whispers about them breaking ranks if Corbyn cannot get support to form a new administration. But the truth is, his internal critics are willing to give him a chance to try.
I think we should have been back in Westminster this week, actually. But I think what needs to happen now is we all need to be getting around the table, those of us in Parliament who absolutely will not tolerate a no-deal Brexit, and that is the majority. And we need to find a way, no matter what, to get somewhere with that.
That instinctive loyalty is a problem for those other MPs who wish to stop no deal but don't wish to pay the price of Jeremy Corbyn to get it. The anti-no dealers want Corbyn to give them everything: the vote for an alternative administration, the vote to compel Boris Johnson to extend Article 50, whilst they offer him nothing in return. Yet, as they never fail to point out, Jeremy Corbyn cares about Europe much less than they do. Given that he has the parliamentary numbers and that fact, why, from Corbyn's point of view, he says, should he give in and compromise when they won't? So much of Brexit right now feels like managing the blame and anger of the Remainers when it all goes wrong. If neither side budges, convinced the other must, there will be a lot to go around. Lewis Goodall, Sky News, Westminster.